Hello folks, my name is Jenna from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom, and today I have a breaking news story. This one comes courtesy of The Hill, and it says, Mike Pompeo fuels 2024 speculation under shadow of Trump. You heard it right, folks. Remember this guy? Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. And it says, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has aggressively sought to boost his public profile in recent weeks amid speculation of a 2024 presidential run. Since leaving his post back in January, Pompeo has made speaking appearances in Iowa and New Hampshire, the first two states to vote in presidential nominating contests. He joined recently Fox News as a contributor, giving him a clear platform to speak to the network's conservative audience. And he's involving himself in legislative efforts on Capitol Hill, joining a group of Republican lawmakers this week in unveiling legislation curbing Biden's ability to lift sanctions on Iran. But despite his early and aggressive efforts to position himself for a White House bid, Pompeo faces the same obstacle as any other Republican eyeing the party's next presidential nomination. And that obstacle is former President Donald J. Trump, who is weighing a political comeback of his own in 2024. Republicans have little doubt about Pompeo's intentions, noting that Pompeo's actions since leaving the State Department this year resemble a by-the-book approach to a presidential campaign. It says, in addition to making back-to-back appearances in Iowa and a virtual showing in New Hampshire at a GOP fundraiser, Pompeo has emerged as the biggest critic of the Biden administration's approach to foreign policy and also international cooperation among former Trump administration officials. So Marco Rubio said, quote, he's building on his strengths, which is foreign policy. He went on to say, one of the challenges of running for president is you don't know what voters will be looking at or looking for in the next 3 years. It says, if it's national security that people want during that time, then Pompeo will look like a front runner. And that's very true. But don't forget this, folks. We're talking about a professional CIA guy. This is a question. Would you want a CIA agent as your next president? This guy used to run the CIA. Let me know in the comments below. Would you like a CIA agent as your next president? Let me know in the comments below. So they went on to say, quote, you always want to run on your strengths in politics. It's what gives you relevance. If he was giving a speech on tax policy right now, it probably wouldn't resonate as much with voters. Republicans see him leveraging his experience as Trump's top diplomat to establish himself as a logical successor to the former president and his America First vision on U.S. foreign policy. So again, if we're talking about right now, let's say we're in 2023, and all of these Republicans are running, and the main topic of 2023 is foreign policy, then this guy will be in a good position. But let's find out what happens in 2023. We're still a long ways away, but let's see what happens. Pompeo hasn't exactly been bashful about his ambitions, asked by Fox News' Sean Hannity last month on whether he would consider a 2024 run. Pompeo did not deny the possibility. And he said, quote, I'm always up for a good fight. I care deeply about America. You and I have been a part of this conservative movement for an awfully long time now. I aim to keep it that way. Hannity said that he would take Pompeo's remarks as a strong maybe, to which Pompeo replied, that's perfect. So Pompeo is positioning himself to run for president. That is very true. But I do not know if the base would consider him a contender because of him being a former CIA head and CIA agent. It says Pompeo faces a number of challenges on his path to 2024, not the least of which is his former boss, Donald J. Trump. Furthermore, if he runs in 2024, Pompeo will likely be competing with a crowded field of Republicans, including DeSantis, Mike Pence, and other potential contenders could be Senators Rick Scott, Tom Cotton, and Marco Rubio, as well as South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. So Kristi Noem has actually come out, and she's another one that is positioning herself to run for president. But another one that has come out very recently and said that she might run for president is former ambassador to the United Nations under the Trump administration, Nikki Haley. So Nikki Haley said, quote, "I am looking at running, but if Trump runs in 2024, then I will not." So let me know what you guys think, folks. If Trump does not run in 2024, or even if he does run, who do you think will go head-to-head with Trump to get the Republican nomination? If it's not Trump in 2024, then which Republican will go up against Biden? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us here at the newsroom, folks. Make sure you visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com. You like us on Facebook, and you follow us on Twitter. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and click that bell. And you click that thumbs up button, folks. Make sure you guys click that because it helps us beat the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure you follow us on Gab and Parler at Golden State Times, and you join us on the next one. Sound off in the comments below. Who can go up against Biden if it isn't Trump? Can this guy be one of the top contenders even though he is a CIA agent? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jen Goldstein, and I hope to see you here very soon. But until then, peace.